the Chief Financial Officer will now speak about the budget for the year 2015. Ordinance number 1518-2015. Clerk, we want to read that? Want to read the ordinance we're going to go over? I think it's, yeah, it's just...
I think it's the conference first.
Excuse me? Okay, very good.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's where we're going, exactly. You guys are up. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, you have, as advertised, a public hearing on the introduced 2015 municipal budget. As we discussed a number of weeks ago when the budget was first introduced to the public, the appropriation increase is 1.64% over 2014. Some of the drivers in the increase in appropriations are salaries, pension, health benefits. It should be noted that the operating costs, the departmental costs, police, fire, DPW, recreation, are about $28,000 from last year. Yeah, it's basically flat. And the good news is that the projected tax rate goes from 0.7660 to 0.7716, a little less than half of the tax, a little more than half the tax point, or 0.7% increase in taxes. And what that translates to the average residential homeowner average assessment of just about $448,000, a municipal tax increase of $25 for the year.
Anything further? Yeah. Anything further?
No. Best news I have.
I'd like to open up the meeting now to the public to speak on that ordinance and that ordinance only. Anyone from the public wish to speak? Close the meeting to the public. And I'd like to, excuse me? The resolution for the budget, that's what, 2015151? Right?
Did you adopt the ordinance?
We got
to do that next.
We're doing it now. So
We're going to adopt the budget, then we'll adopt the ordinance.
Perfect.
Do I have an introduction?
For the ordinance.
Yes.
No, for the budget.
For the budget.
The ordinance for the budget.
Yes.
Don't we have to read that? Don't we have to read it? I already marked it. Don't you have to read it before you introduce it?
It's resolution
Just for clarification,
205.
the cap bank ordinance is listed first on the agenda, followed by the budget resolution.
Right, so what I would do is have a public hearing on the cap bank ordinance.
Which we just closed.
Now you would take a vote to adopt the cap bank ordinance. Okay.
Well, can I have a motion for that?
Motion to adopt.
I'll make a motion. I'll second. And a roll call, please.
Read it.
Okay, Councilman Henwood?
Yes.
Councilwoman Waller?
Yes.
Councilman Monty?
Yes.
Councilman Vidal?
Yes.
Councilman Martello?
Yes.
And now you need a motion to open the meeting to the public on the hearing on the budget.
So second. There you go. Roll call?
No,
No, we don't need it?
No,
So
open
it's
to the
open.
public.
Okay, and we'll open that to public. Anyone from the public wish to speak on that and that only? Anyone? Close to the public. Can I have a motion?
Read resolution.
You got it, buddy?
The budget resolution.
Be resolved, may I read it, Mayor?
Yes,
Be
absolutely.
resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Edgewater, County of Bergen. The budget heretofore set forth is hereby adopted and shall constitute an appropriation for the purposes stated of the sums therein set forth as appropriation and authorization of the amount of $20,183,144.10 for municipal purposes and $990,675 to be added to the certificate of amount to be raised by taxation for local school purposes in the following summary of general revenues and appropriations. We have to read the last. The 26 million is total revenues. $26,740,532.22. Have a roll call on it? Roll call.
Okay, Councilman Henry.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lloyd. Yes. Councilman Monti.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
Yes.
Councilman Bartolo.
Yes.
Roll call, budget passes.
Budget 2015 is hereby adopted. Thank you for coming down and explaining that, Steve. Thanks for all the work. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of April 24th, 2015, May 4th, 2015, and May 18th, 2015? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of those meetings?
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
They can go.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for your hard work, you know, well done, great, thank you.
No. You guys are. So let's, what about the minutes? We're going to approve the minutes?
I move to approve the minutes.
There you go. Can I get a second? Can I get a roll call?
Councilman Henry.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lloyd. Yes. Councilman Monti.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
Yes.
Councilman Bartolo.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Hey, we need a second reading and public hearing on an ordinance amending chapter 204, section 23 of the Code of the Borough of Edgewater, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, increasing fees paid for a fire watch. We'll open it to the
I'm
public.
going to open this to the public, and on this issue and this issue only. Anybody from the public wish to be heard? Close the meeting to the public and adopt. Can I have an intro?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Henry.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lloyd. Yes. Councilman Monti.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
This is on the adopted minutes?
Councilman-
No, this is on the ordinance 1520-2015, the one that Joe just read.
Oh, okay.
Councilman Bartolo.
Yes.
Mayor, we need to
That's right.
adopt an ordinance, second reading, authorizing emergency standby services by the fire department and the fire first aid supply.
Again, I'd like to open this ordinance to the public on this issue and this issue only. Anybody from the public wish to be heard? Close to the public, close on ordinance 1521-15. Can I get an intro? Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
I'm sorry, was that? Yes? Okay, Councilman Henry.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Lloyd. Yes. Councilman Monti.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
Yes.
Councilman Bartolo.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Very good. Okay, at this time, I'd like to open up the meeting to the public on any matter. Anyone from the public wish to be heard?
Is there,
No, that's it.
all standbys? Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
You know what?
What's that?
I need to amend my vote, I should be abstaining from all.
Can we make a note of that?
No problem, just amend, for both 1520 and 1521, I have to abstain both. So, I'm abstaining one, and you can abstain on both.
Okay.
And you'll pass those.
I understand.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, this time I'm going to open up the meeting to the public for anyone. Any matter at all. Yes, Mary?
Mary Hogan, 606 on it. They're confusing tonight in terms of what procedures and legalities. First, you went out of the order of business, so I didn't know whether we were going to be heard in public without informing me going out to the line of business. But that having been said, I just wanted to point out that, and I'm sure you can change it and correct it, that when you appointed the two officers, you did not introduce and second the resolution. You only voted on it.
Yeah, we had a roll call when I was standing out
There
there.
was no introduction and second. It's a resolution, so it has to be introduced. I mean, I'm sure you can correct it. I'm just telling you for technical reasons that you should address them. You didn't, you did, who introduced them? And who seconded it?
Well, so, point of order, I would just say, in case she's right, let's just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
No, let's see, well, I believe we did have a motion.
You have a vote, I don't know if you first and second.
You did vote on it. yeah.
We might, maybe we didn't.
That's what I'm saying, because I think there was so much going on
Yeah.
at the time, so
little pomp and circumstance with the office of name.
Well, why don't you finish what you have? and then we'll-
Yeah.
whatever.
I appreciate the putting in of the dog run. However, I just have a question on this property. The property that you have placed the dog run on does not belong to the borough. It actually belongs to, well, right now it belongs to DDR Southeast Edgewater LLC, which is a company in Beechwood, Ohio. It's not but local. And they had gotten it from 905, the Millbank Center. This part of this was from a lawsuit that happened when the borough dumped garbage and increased the land out there. But what they did was they put it onto the property that belonged to actually the mailbag facility. And so when they built what is now Whole Foods, for a lack of another, the complex, they gave that park to be held in, to be used by the borough, but they kept the ownership of the property because they wanted to have the right to put additional parking there if it was needed. So as long as the borough continues to use it as a park, it's not a problem. I do believe you probably should make some kind of an arrangement with whoever owns that property, because I'm not sure if the dog run is classified as a park or not. This is just a history, I'm sorry, Mr. Henwood, but may or may not have been there. When you signed, I thought you were commenting.
Please, I have nothing to do with you. Thank you.
That somewhere you should have some kind of an agreement, and especially in terms of who would hold the insurance on it if something should happen to anyone. You know, if you're in a dog run, dogs fighting other dogs, fighting people, whatever. So I just wanted to point that out to you in terms of looking at, and I also presume that you have looked into the approvals from the DEP in order to build anything that close to the Hudson River. Thank you.
Just for the record, Council.
Yeah.
The property in which the dog run is located is owned by the borough. There was a title search done on it. Both the title company reviewed it and approved it, as did
I believe we're still
my
open to the
office.
public.
I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah, but you usually do it after we close to the public.
I'm commenting at this point, so the public will
Okay,
be
so we're
aware of
doing
what
that
you
now.
said wasn't true. That's all.
You know, you always say what I say is not true, Mr. Marinello. Yeah, you do.
Well, anyone else in the public want to be heard?
Mary Tom Kansas, 611 Academy. This, I only have one reference pertaining to, potentially pertaining to the budget. That's a question I'll see here.
Can't hear you.
Excuse me. I have one question pertaining to one aspect of the municipal budget. I know when I turn around, I get yelled at by not adhering to one matter. But anyway, see, since the acquisition of the Edgewater Marina, has a total dollar amount cost for dredging been determined? Because this was one of the items that was raised in 2000, 2001, and it was a growing concern because of the monetary increase from 2.3 at land acquisition to 3.7 to 4. Ultimately, I have a letter from the a breakdown that the overall cost